Yeah, in this session we'll be discussing about how to determine losses using two tests, namely open circuit test and short circuit test. This particular test we have already studied in experimental part, but the theory behind it we'll study it once again. So in short circuit, the word short circuit in electrical terminology, how does it is defined as? For example, if you are making the current to follow an unintended path, that means the path is a closed path. Okay, it's a very low path, right? It's a very low path. That means whenever a conductor is connected in between positive and negative terminals, that is termed as short circuit. It will create a very low impedance by which the whole circuit gets damaged, right? The whole circuit gets damaged. So using this short circuit test, what we actually should do is we should connect, okay, a thick wire between secondary terminals of the transformer, which is a single phase transformer. In an ideal short circuit means there is no resistance. Okay, whenever you are connecting a strong wire or thick wire between secondary terminal like this, okay, so the resistance along this path will be equal to 0 in ideal case, but there will be some value in real time. R is equal to some X ohm. Okay, right. In real circuits, the result is a connection between almost no resistance. In such case, the current that flows is limited by the rest of the circuit. That means the current that is flowing through this will be limited by this coil, right, along with this coil. So the total resistance in the secondary term, okay, secondary coil, is equivalent to the resistance offered by the coil itself, that is coil resistance, plus the resistance offered by the short circuit wire, right? Now open circuit test. In open circuit test, if the path is not there, if there is no path between the terminals, okay, if there is no circuit or the current will not flow, for instance, it is something like switched off condition. So it is exactly opposite to that of your short circuit test, okay, with infinite resistance. If there is no path in the secondary, what happens? There is no path, okay, in the secondary. That means R is equivalent to infinity. Okay, that's a huge resistance. This test is also called as no load test. No load test. We are not offering any load to the secondary, right? Coming to the open circuit test, okay, we require certain components, that is an auto transformer, okay, which is used for adjusting the input voltage, an voltmeter that is connected between two terminals of the primary, a wattmeter that is connected one along the series, one along shunt, because it got two coils, one is current coil A and voltage coil V, okay. So and an ammeter that is connected along the line, okay, which is a low voltage side. Here the transformer, here what we have chosen is a step up transformer. Input is low voltage, output is high voltage, right? These are the components. And in short circuit, the same pattern, but ammeter is connected well ahead of the wattmeter or kWh meter, and voltmeter is connected after the wattmeter. Here we are choosing a step down transformer because input voltage is high, output voltage is low, and the short circuited path, since it is short circuit path, we have to always choose it like this only, right? What is the need for short circuit and open circuit test? That these two tests are basically done in order to determine the equivalent circuit of the transformer. This equivalent circuit of the transformer, in order to find, okay, we can do it only by this test. right? Then voltage regulation, but voltage regulation we have not discussed anywhere, right? We have not discussed anywhere. Efficiency of the transformer. What is the efficiency of the transformer? Without any losses, okay, the power that is given as input should be almost equal to the power that you get as an output. Okay, ratio between these two things into 100 will give you efficiency, right? So that efficiency we are going to find, generally we can find. Apart from that, power required for these circuits, especially open circuit and short circuit, is equivalent to power loss occurring in the transformer. Power required for this open circuit test and short circuit test is equivalent to power loss occurring in the transformer, because we are not connecting any load in both the cases. Okay, we are just short circuiting and open circuiting. We will be getting power loss, right? Power loss. How to do this open circuit test? In open circuit test, voltmeter, wattmeter and ammeter are connected in the low voltage side of the transformer, that is given in the figure. And this voltage at the rated frequency is generally 50 Hz, is applied on the low voltage side with a variac or an auto transformer. This is the symbol of an auto transformer. And the high voltage side is kept open. Okay, right? After reaching the rated low voltage side voltage, ammeter, wattmeter and voltmeter readings are recorded. Okay, first ammeter gives you no load current. No load current is very small. Okay, voltmeter reading is considered equal to the secondary voltage induced in the transformer. The input power in this test is indicated by wattmeter, right? Since it is open circuit, there is no output. Hence, the input power here consists of core losses and copper loss in the transformer during no load condition. Okay, no load current in the transformer, since it is very small, okay, copper loss due to this no load current can be neglected, right? See, as we discussed, in this open circuit and closed circuit, we will be getting iron loss and copper loss. In case of open circuit, this copper loss is negligible. So whatever we get is iron loss. Okay, iron loss. So this can be taken as core losses. The wattmeter reading can be taken as equal to core loss. Whatever the wattmeter shows, it is nothing but the core loss. Power, how to read out this wattmeter is V square Rm. Okay, Rm is the shunt branch resistance of the transformer, right? The power output is V1 square by Rm, right? Zm is the impedance of the transformer, branch impedance of the transformer, that is V1 into IE. IE is the open circuit current, V1 is the input voltage. Then the total reactance of the transformer is 1 by Xm square is equal to 1 by Zm square minus 1 by Rm square. This is the equivalent reactance of the transformer. Okay, since these values refer to the low voltage side of the transformer, these values could be easily referred to the high voltage side by multiplying the values with the square of transformer ratio. Transformer ratio is A square. Okay, in the open circuit test, we can determine the core loss. Okay, just if you measure this wattmeter reading, whatever we get is the core loss, right? So how to calculate power factor in open circuit test? Cos theta is POC by VOC into IOC. Okay, so that is theta is equal to cos inverse of POC by VOC into IOC. This is what we have done it in the experiment also. Okay.